Manchester City came into this game knowing that a win would close the gap to league leaders Liverpool to just 2 points. They faced a struggling Chelsea team at home with 3 points in their sights. I would go against you. I would say Manchester City, right? Because Manchester City, during this time of the season, year in, year out, this is when they go up a notch, right? And so when they go up a notch, they tend to defy the odds. There's always a lot of doubt that goes against Manchester City. Can they keep up the run that they always have? And so with the structure that they have for years and years, I think they go through. Wolverhampton Wanderers came into this game knowing that a win over the Blues would complete a league double for the first time since 1975. That's right, Philip. Both Southampton and Ipswich Town this season have been eyeing up a chance of promotion, and the win helps them strengthen their respective cases. Over the course of the week, there were numerous actions in the world of soccer in the Premier League, the Bundesliga, and the Champions League. Now over to North London, and Wolverhampton Wanderers look to make it back-to-back wins on the road in London as they faced off against Tottenham Hotspur. Well, with replays and with different angles, right, you can see that contact was made. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it is a penalty.
Right. Because
as you can see in the different angles and the different replays, Saka initiated the contact. And in my book, that's a dive. Real Madrid and Manchester City faced off in a rematch from last season's semi-finals. The two European giants went into this game with a point to prove, with City being the defending holders and Los Blancos the club with the most titles. Well, this win, we know soccer fans. They're a hard bunch of people to please, right? And so when David Moyes first came into the job in the 1920 season, in 2019-2020 season, he saved them from relegation actually. And then that next season he brought them into Europe, into the Europa League. And then the next season he brought the club's first ever European trophy to the club. Well, the Arsenal team, right? It's from 2017 when they lost 10-2 to Bayern Munich. It's a very different Arsenal team. You know, top of the league, top of the Premier League with Saka and Odegaard and Saliba being key players. And so they can think themselves as being, you know, not favourites, but higher than the chances that they had in 2017. With Dortmund, they're obviously the dark horses for the Champions League. And the last final that they made was in 2013 against Bayern Munich, who are on the other side of the draw. So they will be hoping for an all German final with getting their revenge from 2013. But at the same time, I can see PSG just better in the Dortmund challenges. Liverpool lost at home 3-0 to Atalanta, and then lost again in the space of a couple of days to Crystal Palace. And so in those two games, they look like they can hardly score. And we all know Liverpool for being gegenpressed, their attacking threat, attacking prowess over the years to be, you know, so frightening, so light in pace. What's gone wrong for Jurgen Klopp's men? I'll start with you, Gabe.
3 versus 2. Play! Come on.
In Solvay, the Syracuse Development Academy's 2008 squad gear up for their upcoming tournament. Yet, starlet winger and attacking midfielder Gavin Ruberovsky says there's a different purpose when going to training.
All the jokes within the team, like even us having water fights after practice, just feels so good and just makes me want to come to practice every day.
For this group of players, they have accomplished a number of titles. But center attacking midfielder Will Stevens says there's one frequent success he experiences with the team.
My greatest achievement, I think, I don't even know if it's one of these tournaments. I think it's just how well we play as a team. I mean, I think everyone gets along really well, and I mean, that's what makes a great team.
Yuka Maselin has been coach of the squad for 3 years. He says offering a helping hand in different departments while watching them develop is fulfilling.
It's awesome, it's rewarding because you see them develop, you know, long strides just within the season and the months. So you can kind of see them grow, gain muscle, quickness, everything else.
Consistently winning games has led to a few triumphs and their trophy cabinet extending. Ruberovsky recalls prior winning memories.
The adrenaline's pumping, man. Once you score, we score, we're all in the corner flag, we're all going crazy, and then once we won, we're dumping the water on people, dumping the cooler. It's so fun.
SDA's back-to-back success in the Potomac Memorial Tournament and the New York State Cup West was a huge achievement for the program. Right now, the team is in full prep mode for regionals in West Virginia.
I think we can go and compete with anybody who comes around in there. Confidently, I think we can go and step on the field and give tough time for anybody who comes against us.
Geraldo Reid, NCC Sports. After snow caused the game between the Bills and the Steelers to be postponed, fans and players only had to wait a day to be back in action of this wildcard weekend matchup. I'm Geraldo Reid, and from a double SU win, NFL actions, and a hockey thriller, we have the best and most engaging actions for you in tonight's NCC's Sport Report. Adrian Autry and the Syracuse men's basketball team leads tonight's report as they face University of Pittsburgh. In sports tonight, a pair of former Q stars go head-to-head in the NBA Summer League. For Judah Mintz, these next few weeks will go a long way on deciding where the former Syracuse star will play this fall. After going undrafted in the 2024 NBA draft, Mintz signed on with the Philadelphia 76ers for the NBA Summer League. Tonight, the 76ers open up Summer League action out in Salt Lake City. Mintz in Philly squaring off against Buddy Boeheim, who just signed with Oklahoma City. Late in the first quarter, Mintz attacking the rack with the Euro step for two. Judah saw 60 minutes of action in his Summer League debut, scoring 6 points. He also added 2 steals and 2 assists. Former Duke star Jared McCain fined Judah ahead of the pack for the two-hand flush. Buddy Boeheim played just 9 minutes for OKC. Boeheim also had 6 points on 2 of 4, shooting from behind the arc. Philly's Ricky Council IV led everyone with 29, 19 of those coming in the fourth quarter. The 76ers topped the Thunder 102-92. Both Mintz and Boeheim will be back in action tomorrow night. Brittany Sykes and Alexis Peterson have made nice careers playing overseas since their time in Syracuse. Another former Orange star will look to follow in their footsteps. Earlier today, it was announced that Deja Fair has signed with a team in Israel. Back in April, Deja was drafted by the Las Vegas Aces in the second round of the WNBA draft. She was waived in May after just a few games with the defending champions. Fair will play this fall for Maccabi Haifa in the top women's basketball league in Israel. Deja helped Syracuse to the second round of the NCAA tournament, averaging over 22 points a game this past season. She ranks 3rd all-time in the NCAA history in points scored. A former Syracuse men's soccer star has been selected to represent the United States at the Olympics. Miles Robinson was named to the U.S. team for this summer's Olympic Games in Paris. It's the first time since 2008 that a United States men's soccer team has qualified for the Olympics. The U.S. will play opening group stage game against France on July 24th. I'm Geraldo Reid for News Channel 9 Sports.